Ever made a decision and immediately regretted it? Maybe you hit snooze for the fifth time, swearing you'd wake up early tomorrow. Or you sent a text you knew you shouldn't have, and now you're staring at your phone, wishing you could take it back. Yeah, we've all been there. The truth is, most regrets don't come from one huge mistake. They come from small, everyday choices, the ones we don't think twice about until it's too late. But what if you had a simple way to stop second-guessing yourself? A trick that helps you make better choices, not just in the moment, but for your future too? It's called the 10-10-10 rule, and once you start using it, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. Here's how it works. The next time you're about to make a decision, big or small, ask yourself 3 questions. How will this affect me in 10 minutes? How will this affect me in 10 months? How will this affect me in 10 years? That's it. Just 3 simple perspectives. And yet this tiny pause can change everything. Because let's be honest, most bad decisions happen when we're caught up in the moment. We act based on how we feel right now instead of considering the bigger picture. Our brains crave instant gratification. If something feels uncomfortable, we avoid it. If it feels good, we want it now. But not everything that feels good in the moment is good for us long term. And that's why the 10-10-10 rule is so powerful. It forces you to zoom out and think beyond the now. Imagine you're stuck in a job that drains you. Every morning you drag yourself out of bed, dreading another day. Then out of nowhere, a new opportunity comes up, a different career, a fresh start, something that excites you, but also terrifies you. How do you decide? In 10 minutes, you'll feel anxious. What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? What if this is a mistake? In 10 months, you'll either be adjusting to your new job, learning, growing, maybe even thriving, or you'll still be stuck, wondering what if. In 10 years, will you be proud of yourself for taking the leap, or will you regret never trying? Suddenly, the fear of change seems a lot smaller compared to a decade of regret. Now picture this. It's late. You just went through a breakup. You're feeling lonely and your brain whispers, just text them. Just see how they're doing. It's not a big deal. In 10 minutes, sending that text might feel comforting. It might even feel like the right thing to do. In 10 months, will reconnecting have led to something better? Or will you just have delayed the inevitable? In 10 years, will you be glad you reached out? Or will you wish you had moved on sooner? That single moment of reflection could save you from a lot of unnecessary heartache. Now let's talk about motivation. Some days it's easy to push forward. Other days, your alarm goes off at 5 a.m. and suddenly your bed is the most comfortable place in the world. You plan to hit the gym, but now your blankets are warm, the room is cold, and the thought of working out? Not happening. But what happens if you 10-10-10 it? In 10 minutes, snoozing will feel amazing. You'll be wrapped up, comfortable, getting a little more sleep. In 10 months, if you keep skipping, will you be any closer to your fitness goals? Or will you be stuck, frustrated with yourself for not being consistent? In 10 years, will you be proud of your discipline or wish you had started sooner? Short-term comfort isn't always worth the long-term cost. And what about impulse spending? You're at the store and you see it, the latest phone, the newest gadget, or that one designer item you know will make you feel amazing. It's sleek, it's calling your name, but it's expensive. Before you swipe your card, pause. In 10 minutes, buying it will feel exciting. In 10 months, will you still think it was worth the price? Or will the excitement have worn off? In 10 years, will you even remember you bought it? Or will you wish you had saved that money for something bigger? This rule keeps your future self in the conversation, not just your impulsive self. And what about relationships? Ever been in an argument where you were this close to saying something you knew you'd regret? Pause. In 10 minutes, saying that hurtful thing might feel satisfying. In 10 months, will that argument even matter? Or will the damage take time to repair? In 10 years, will your words have strengthened or weakened your relationship? A few seconds of self-control could mean the difference between deepening a connection or tearing it apart. And the best part? The 10-10-10 rule doesn't take hours of overthinking. It's quick, it's simple, and it stops you from making choices you'll regret later. So next time you're stuck on a tough decision, just ask yourself, how will this affect me in 10 minutes? How will this affect me in 10 months? How will this affect me in 10 years? Your future self will thank you.